Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Now we'll go ahead and try to create one transaction field. Transaction fields will not go through all this stuff. Entity fields, item fields, see, RMM fields. These are all of same time. Even if I show you the transaction body fields, everything remains the same. Only the thing that it will be applicable to will change. Entity fields are only applicable to say entities like employee, customers, and vendors. Item fields are applicable on the item. CRAM fields are applicable on the CRAM activities, such as you can say a project, task, or something like that. Transaction body fields is applicable to a transaction. I'll show you how a transaction body field can be created. If I click on transaction body fields, it will show me the list of all the transaction body fields which are already created. But in case if I want to create a new one, I can click on new. I can give it a name. Say test field 3. I'll give it an ID. Apart from that, we'll have to define the type of that particular field. Whether it's a free-form text. Free-form text is nothing, but you can enter anything into it. Apart from that, whether that should be a checkbox. Checkbox is nothing but a field like this. Whether it should be a currency field or a date field, decimal field. You can define the type of that particular field. For example, currently I just want to have that as a free-form text. You can go through the list of all the types which are there. There are a lot of types, such as whether it's a multi-select field or a password field. Whether it's a percentage that can be defined here. Apart from that, in case if I want to store the value in that particular field, then I can check this particular checkbox and show in list. Show in list is nothing, but whenever I open a particular list, for example, if I open the list of all these sales orders or any other transactions, it will show the list, right? Whether that particular field should be shown in the list or not. Apart from that, to what these fields are or field is applicable to. Whether it is applicable to purchase transactions, sale transaction, or on a journal or any expense report. That can be defined here. For example, I want that to be applicable on the sale transactions. Sale transactions are nothing but sales order, invoice, credit memo, estimate. These are all sales transactions. Are we till now? And whether we want to print these particular fields on standard forms or not, or on the packing slip. Packing slip can be defined here. Once this is done, I can just click on Save. There are some other sub-tabs as well, but we'll take it one by one. If I save this, I can just click on Save. And I also have the option to in case if I want to apply to a specific form. Currently, what I have done is I have applied to all the sales transactions. But I don't want all that on all the sales transactions. What I'll do is I just click on Apply and Save to Forms. Once I do that, I'll be taken to a page wherein I can apply to a particular page only. This is the form, right? For example, if I take this particular test sales order invoice, I want this field to be applicable to this particular form only. If I come in, you could see as I have applied on or I have checked the checkbox sale, it will apply to all the sales forms. It will apply to invoice. It will apply to sales order and all those stuff. But I don't want that. I'll just unmark all and I want to only apply to that particular sales order that I have selected. If I scroll down here, you can see that we have all these sales orders. I want that to be applicable to only one form, which is a test sales order invoice. I can check this checkbox. Once this is done, whether it should be shown as normal, inline or disabled. Inline means you will not be able to edit that particular field. Normal means it will be editable. And what should be the label of that field? Whether it should be test field 3 or any other label. Once I have done that, I can just click on save. This particular field now would be applicable only to this particular form. If I refresh this, it will show me that particular field under the custom subtab. Just let me refresh that particular form. If I scroll down here, you can see that there is a custom subtab. By default, every custom field which is created comes under custom form or custom subtab. Are we to now? Here we have got this test field 3. Are we till now? Now let's go back to that particular field. Currently, what I have done is I have created that field as a free form text. I can enter anything. But now I don't want this to be a free form text. I want that to be a drop down field like this. What I will do is here, I just change the type to be list or record. If I scroll down, I can select the type as list or record. What it says is, in case if you are changing the type, it will delete all the data which is there in the existing records. I want to go ahead and do that. And once I select list and record, I will have to select the list. Here I will get the list of all the standard as well as custom list. In case if I want to have the list of employees, I can select employee as well. Whatever list I want to select, I can select it here. I can select the custom list that I created. If I scroll down, you can see that we have this custom list. We created this test list too, right? I just select that. And I will save it. Once I save it now, instead of drop, you can see a free form text. The field will become a drop down field. If I refresh this, and if I go back to that custom subtab, here now you can see that it's a drop down field. Here you can see these values that are entered in that custom list. This is how you can apply a custom list to a custom field that you have created. Are you? going ahead. Now going back to display. Now, as I mentioned, by default, that particular custom field goes under the custom subtab. But I don't want that to be under custom subtab. I want that to be on the main page. I can define the subtab where it should be shown. I can define the subtab. I want that to be on the main page. I can select main. In case if I want that field to be shown under accounting subtab, accounting or under items, I can select that particular subtab here. In case if I want that to be under accounting, I can select accounting. In case if I want that to be under items, I can select items. Currently, if I want that to be under main subtab, I can select that. And similarly, I can also define whether it should be inline, disabled or hidden. Inline is nothing, but you will not be able to change anything. You will be able to see that. Similar to this, you will be able to see that, but you will not be able to change anything on it. In case if it is disabled, you will not be able to even see it. Same as hidden. If I save this, what will happen is it will show under the main subtab. Now it will not show anymore under custom subtab. It will show me here on that main page. If I refresh this here now, you can see that on this particular page, it has come on the main page. It is not showing under the custom subtab or any other subtab anymore. Are we fine? Similarly, you could see that if I edit it, there is a help available here. Under sub display, I can also define the help. What is help? If I click on this particular label of this field, what should be the help that should be shown? In case, if you enter something there, it will show you that this is the field, this is the help for it. What information you need to enter there. Similarly, validating and defaulting whether that field should be mandatory field. What should be the default selection? In case if I want that field to be showing something as default, I want that to be defaulted to value 2. I can do that. Whether it should be a dynamic value or dynamic default, whether it should depend on the user, that can be defined there. If I want that to be mandatory, I can just check this checkbox. If I save this, you will see that the field will become mandatory and also it will have a default value as value 2. But still you will be able to change it as required on that page. If I refresh this here, you can see that now this particular field is mandatory. Entry. Now you can see the asterisk sign and you can by default see that value 2 is populated. But in case if you want to change that, you will be able to change it. But by default it will show the value as 2. Are we filter it out? specific values. Want to show only to specific departments? Then you can show here. You can select the department and you can select the access level, whether it should be editable or view. Similarly, in case if you want to restrict or show only to a particular subsidiary, you can define it here. Similarly, translation. In case if you want to show the field or the label of that field in other languages as well, you can define the field or label of that particular field in that language and also help in that particular language as required. And accordingly, the label, in case if someone is using French language, the label will be shown in that language and also the help would be shown in that language that you have selected. Are we with creation of a custom field? Any question? Currently, I have selected that as a list. But in case if I make it example free-form text. In the list you cannot enter any. You can say formula. But if I change it here to a free-form text, here you can define the formula as well. Correct? In case you have that as a formula, you can define it and you can enter the formula accordingly. Whether it's sum addition, subtraction, accordingly that can be defined. Thanks. Any other questions? This was something related to creation of a custom field. I showed you creation of a transaction body fields. On the similar lines, you can go ahead and create entity fields, item fields, CRM fields as well. Similarly, you can create transaction line fields. These are all similar or everything would be same. For example, if I want to create an entity field, I can click on new and I'll be able to create a new entity field. Only the thing is, instead of showing it on the transaction, it will show on the entities such as customer, project, employee and all other stuff. Apart from that, everything will remain the same. When you practice, just go ahead and create some transaction body fields, customer, or you can say entity fields, transaction line fields, and in case if you have any queries, you can come and ask me accordingly. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.